Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Rishi, and this video is the third episode from the Mental Math Tricks series. And in this video we will be covering how to multiply two-digit numbers by any two-digit number in your mind. And this is a sequel of the video where I discussed about one-digit number multiplying by two-digit number. So this is the second part of it. So if you haven't watched that video yet, I highly recommend you to watch that video, as it has the basics of how to multiply using this new method. Without any further ado, let's begin. Now, first example, we have 23 times 24. For those who are new here, I will be going through the traditional method and the new method. It's not new, it's just that it's a faster method. So traditionally how we do this is, we take 3 multiply by 4, we get 12. We put 2 right here and then bring 1 to the next number. We have 2 times 4, 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. 92. And then we add that with 3 times 2, 6. 2 times 2, 4. Then we'll have a 0 right here. And then we will add them both together. 2. 9 plus 6 is 15. Good. Then we have 1 here. 1 plus 4, we get 5. The answer is 552. This is the traditional method. But I'm pretty sure if you have seen the second episode, you would have known that we are not going to do this in this method. We're going to use the method where we calculate from left to right. You can ask mathematicians that you know of, or even see their videos. They will talk something about always calculate from left to right, just as the way we read text. Because our brains tend to think better and think much efficiently when we are doing things from left to right. So we're going to apply that same idea here. So the number is 23 times 24. So we're going to do it from the left, this way to this way. So just as we are going to begin, 2 times 2, we get 4. So 4 goes right here. And then 3 times 2, we get 6. We are going to write that. That's right, this. So we have 46 at the front. And remember, since we are doing 23 times 2, which is not just a 2, it is 20. So just add a 0 at the back. Just as simple as that, just adding a 0. And then we are going to 4. So 2 times 4, we get 8. And then 4 times 3, we get 12. Please do not write 812 because it's completely false. So here what we have to do is write the 2 at the back, and then 1, we have to give the 1 to the 8. So 8 plus 1, we get 9. Then after that, we just have to add them up together. 2, 5, 1, 5, 5, 2. Do you see that? The answer is exactly the same. But what we have done is we have inverted the way of multiplying the numbers together. Instead of going from the right to the left, we are going from the left towards the right. I will let you take a moment to digest what we have done. No worries, I will be giving more examples so that you get a hang of what's happening here. Just remember this, you're multiplying from the left to the right. So in this question, 23 times 20 first. So 23 times 20, 23 times 2 as usual, we get 46. And then since it is 20 with just 2 with an additional 0, we're going to add 0 to the back, so 460, 460. And then we're going to go to the number 4. 23 times 4. 2 times 4 is 8. And then 3 times 4, we get 12. Since 8 belongs to the tens position, we will have 8 plus 1, we get 9. And then we are going to add 2 at the back, so it's 92. So 460 times 92. If you're feeling a bit lost, feeling a bit confused, I highly recommend you to take a look at the second episode where I discussed in detail how to calculate 2-digit number times 1-digit number. That's the basis. If you can understand that, this should be a piece of cake. So let's do one more question. What can I write here? Alright, let's take my birthday for example. 26 December. Alright, 26/12. So here we're going to do it the same way from left to the right. 2 times 1 we get 2. Then 6 times 1 we get 6. So it's 26. But remember, it's not just 1, it is 10. It says the tens position, so it's 10. 260. That's it. 2 times 1 is 2. 6 times 1 is 6. 0. We just add a 0 at the back, so we get 260. And we're going to add it with 2 times 2 we get 4. And then 6 times 2 we get 12. So we have 4 and we have 12. So just going to add them together. 1 plus 4 we get 5. 2, it's just 2, so 52. So we're going to add 52 right here. 260 plus 52 we get 312. For those who are wondering whether it's correct or not, please be my guest and do the calculation, and I assure you the answer is correct. It's just the same method but inverted so that our brain can do it faster and we don't have to take our piece of paper to do it. The more you start doing this kind of questions using this method, you'll start noticing that it's getting much easier compared to the traditional method that we are used to do. Now that I hope that all of you have understood what I'm trying to get across. Now it's time for a test. I'll writing down 2 questions here, and you are free to use your paper and pencil, no worries. But if you would like a challenge, I challenge you to do it in your mind without getting any papers, any pencils, and nothing, just your mind. Try to visualize the numbers and try to do it. So I write down the questions here. So 31 times 13 and multiplied, and then the next question is 24 times 26. Feel free to pause the video now. I will be giving out the answer in a moment. Alright, welcome back. I hope you have done the questions. Now I'll be revealing the answer. So 31 times 1, it is 3 times 1 is 3, 1 times 1 is 1, then it's 0, so we have to add a 0 at the back. Then 31 times 3 we have 3 times 3 9, and 1 times 3 3, so 93. So we essentially get the answer 403. So the first answer is 403. Now for the second part we have 24 times 26. So same concept applies here. 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, and then add a 0 at the back. Since it's not 2, it's 20. Then we have 24 times 6. 2 times 6 is 12. 4 times 6 is 24. So 12, 24. So if we add them together we have 144. That's 144. So adding them together we get 624. I hope you have got the same answers. And that's all. For those who have stayed until this part of the video, I have news for you. Here, if you see, we are adding from the right to left. Do you see that? But in one of my future videos, I will be teaching you how to add from the left to right. Trust me, doing calculations from the left to right will affect the rate at the rate which you can do a question, in which it will make it much faster and much easier for you to do any questions that you are facing. But that's a topic for a future video. I hope that you learned something from this video. But remember, as Jim Quick says, practice makes progress. So do more practice and try more questions just as a fun part. Don't make it a chore. Make it a fun activity that you do. The more you do, the faster you will get. The faster you get, well, the faster you get. I hope it was beneficial for all of you.